everybody, Snaplocket here, bringing you day 22 of Demonic Pacts reveals. Now, technically the official reveals, at least the list that is on the main blog, ended yesterday with the final Relic reveal, but that doesn't mean that there aren't things to talk about today. And the first one we should mention, this is going to make a lot of you very happy. About half an hour ago from my recording this, the OSRS Wiki team has released the full, easy, and medium task lists for the global area, the Varlamore region, and the Karamja region. Put this all together and you're looking at a nice 386 tasks that we know about, because there are a few bonus tasks that we got a sneak peek at when they released the Demonic Pacts blog. That's why you will find a couple of like elite and hard and master tasks on here, because we know that those exist since they have Demonic Pact points associated with them, you know, like equipping a fire cape, equipping a Vernic treads, that sort of thing. So it looks like, at least as of recording, all of those older tasks that we knew about before are pushed towards the top. And then if you scroll down, that's when you get like the full list here, all like the easy tasks. You go into like the medium tasks. Now, like I said, there's almost 400 tasks on this list. I'm not gonna go through all of them. I'm also definitely not the person to turn to if you're looking for like, oh, what's an efficient plan to do all of these tasks? Dude, that is not me. I'm gonna be looking for those guides the same as you are. But yeah, that is so exciting that they revealed this to us today. That gives those big brain type people, you know, at least 2 full days to come up with a very efficient starter guide on like what tasks to do in exactly what order. And it gives all of us a really good window into what tasks are looking like this time around, because every single league, they kind of switch things up a bit. And so even if you are not going to go and make your own efficient starter guide, I think it's still worth it to go to the wiki and look at this list and at least get a general idea of what some of those early game tasks are. Because I mean, we're starting in a brand new region that no one has ever started in before, so the opening plan is going to look very different compared to most of the previous leagues. And I just think that that is so fun, so exciting. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna really follow much of an efficient plan on my first day. My main goal is to do a bit of a hunter rush right at the beginning. It's one of the main reasons I like the look of the Woodsman Relic, and I have been excited about that relic ever since they announced it. And so yeah, I'm probably going to look at this task list and just kind of bumble through it on day one. I'm going to try to have a lot of fun just like enjoying being in the Varlamore area, because I really like that region. Now, something kind of noteworthy, I'm not sure if this has flown under the radar for everybody. I can't be the only one that noticed this, but in the blog where they revealed all of the Demonic Pact information, they did give us a little hint about how many tasks are going to be required to unlock the Karamja region. There was this little image that they had posted in there that showed someone who was fresh out of the starting area with 2 tasks completed. And at least according to this, you need 80 total tasks in order to unlock the Karamja region. So you can kind of factor that into your plan as you're looking at this task list and you're wondering, okay, when can I switch over to these easy and medium tasks in the Karamja area? How do I know when I'm going to unlock it? Because again, if you missed it, you don't unlock Karamja right at the start of the league like we are used to. Normally you go through the league's tutorial, you know, he tells you like, here's what a task is, and here, let's unlock your first area, and you unlock Karamja right off of the bat. This time around, you will have access to Varlamore only, and it looks like once you have completed 80 tasks, that is when you unlock Karamja as your first region. I guess we won't know for sure until the league actually starts, but I think this is pretty good confirmation that it's going to be 80 tasks. So like I said, I'm sure there are some very smart minds that are already perusing this task list and coming up with the most efficient route. So if there are any creators that you know of that are doing that, or any starter guides that you already know about, maybe shoot them my way and let the other people in the comments down below know what those options could be. Because again, while I may not follow one to the letter, it is kind of nice sometimes to have something to turn to as an efficient guide. All right, so that is the reveal for today, but let's talk about some FAQ and JMod clarification, because as I talked about yesterday, they had a lot of things that they wanted to look into at the start of this week. And so we've got a few good things to talk about here. I think this is useful information, and I wouldn't be surprised if even more information comes out as today goes on, and definitely into tomorrow as well. So let's go through this. Monhusky has some clarification about Yama and contracts for Radiant Oathplate. Because again, if you're looking at the Karend region, at the Zaya region, you know that one of the tasks that rewards you a pact point involves equipping a piece of Radiant Oathplate. Not an easy task at all because those combat encounters are difficult, but one of the other difficult parts of it is that you have to actually collect the contract in order to do those beefed up Yama fights. And so a lot of people were worried about like, okay, well, how are we going to get contracts? Are we going to have to kill a lot of Yama? Are we going to have to do a lot of demon slaying in the Chasm of Fire? So it looks like contracts for Radiant Oathplate are going to have an increased drop rate from all of the demons in the Chasm of Fire. And not only that, but Dossier from Yama himself are going to multiply the contracts that they produce based on your league multiplier, which is why there's this humorous post from Monhusky saying that he recommends opening Dossier in the bank because if you open one of these suckers and it multiplies the contracts by your league multiplier, you're going to fill up your inventory real quick. So hold on to those Dossier until you get into the bank, open them there so you can bank the contracts. All right, next there's some clarifications on a few relics. First of all, Flow State. Monhusky says that this works at Zaya Dense Essence mines. So it will make mining Dense Essence a 2-tick action, which is just awesome. There's some clarification on Eternal Sustenance. He says that it does not work with moth or butterfly mixes, nor with barbarian potions, nor with potions, which we already kind of knew. And it also does not work with Guthix Rest. So in case you were hopeful that one of those applications was going to be eternally eaten, it looks like that's not the case. There have been a lot of questions about Endless Harvest and where it will and will not work and how the interaction is between like what items will be banked and which ones won't be. So Endless Harvest will multiply resources from all of these sources here. So you'll get 2x resources at all of these areas, but some of them don't infinitely harvest, some of them do, some get sent to the bank and some don't. So Dense Essence gets multiplied, but this will not be infinitely harvestable, and obviously since they're not bankable, the Dense Essence won't get sent to your bank. At Motherlode Mine, you'll get double resources and you will be able to infinitely harvest, and Pay Dirt is not bankable, so therefore it will not get sent to the bank. At Calcified Rocks in Camtorum, a really great passive prayer XP method, by the way. These resources will get doubled. You will be able to infinitely harvest here, and since these can be banked, they will be gathered and sent to the bank. Baronite Rocks in the Asgarnia region will get multiplied, will infinitely harvest, and will send resources to the bank. Shooting Star resources will get multiplied, so double Stardust, but you will not infinitely harvest these. I guess this is talking about like the transition between stars. So like when it goes from like a level 8 to a level 7, you will have to re-engage, re-click that in order to continue mining the star. And also this Stardust gathered will get sent to the bank. And finally, Dayalt mines in the Mauritania region. You will get double resources here, but you will not infinitely harvest them. And obviously, since these are not bankable, you will not send them to the bank. So hopefully that clarifies all of those kind of odd edge cases for Endless Harvest. Well, I think that is all the information that I have to share with you today. Like I said, there's probably going to be some more bits of information that come out as today goes on. So if anything super critical comes up, I will include it in tomorrow's video, which, by the way, as a little sneak peek or teaser into tomorrow's video, I don't expect there to be any big news reveals, you know, any major pieces of information. So I thought I would make tomorrow's video about my own personal plan for the league. I saw a few of you asking in some comments in the recent videos what my exact plan is going to be. And so I thought I could step through that, the regions that I'm picking, the relics that I'm picking, and why, what I'm planning for demonic pacts. So if you are interested in that, stay tuned for tomorrow's video. The league starts the day after tomorrow. I am so excited. I hope all of you are as well. Let's go ahead and end the video here. If you enjoyed it, please consider clicking that like button and maybe consider clicking that subscribe button. Because like I keep saying, we may be reaching the end of reveal season, but I plan on continuing to make videos through the league, showing off the various playthroughs that I have, you know, having a bit of fun with that. So if you want to continue following my progress through the league, then yeah, click that subscribe button. Make sure you take a look at that task list, and in the comments down below, let me know how everything is going for you. How do the tasks look for you? Have you finalized your region, relic, and pacts choices just yet? Are you excited that the league is the day after tomorrow? Let me know everything down in the comments down below. And with that, we will end the video, so have a great rest of your day. Goodbye and good luck.